Hold on tight, folks, because we're diving headfirst into the biggest stories of the week. The Knicks are battling it out, Karl-Anthony Towns is dropping triple-doubles, and the playoff picture is getting clearer by the second. First up, the New York Knicks and the Atlanta Hawks locked horns in a pivotal Game 4, and it was Josh Hart who stepped up as a defensive force, a true Swiss Army knife, sparking a crucial turnaround for the Knicks. His relentless pressure and impactful play were instrumental in their 114-98 victory, holding the Hawks to their lowest shooting percentages of the series and forcing a staggering 19 turnovers. Can Hart keep this momentum rolling as the series heads back to Madison Square Garden?
Stop using your finger for notes, sketches, and edits. This Jam Jake stylus pen gives your iPad a smoother, more precise writing feel with palm rejection so your hand can rest naturally on the screen. It charges fast, works for hours, and comes with replacement tips. Perfect for school, work, or creative projects. Check the link in the comments to grab it on Amazon.
But that's not all. The Knicks didn't just rely on defense. They got a historic performance from Karl-Anthony Towns. In a rare and spectacular display, Towns recorded a triple-double, the fifth of his career and his first in the playoffs, with 20 points, 10 rebounds, and 10 assists. This incredible showing, alongside 19 points from Jalen Brunson, propelled the Knicks to a decisive Game 4 win, tying the series at 2-2. Can Towns continue to orchestrate the offense and lead the Knicks to a series victory? Now, let's talk about the bigger picture. The Knicks' Game 4 masterpiece against the Hawks has dramatically shifted the momentum and given them a very good chance of going up 3-2. Clutch Points breaks down how the Knicks regained home court advantage, leveraging their playoff experience and capitalizing on the Hawks' relative inexperience. With a 2-2 series and a return to Madison Square Garden, the Knicks are poised to seize control. Will they ride this wave of momentum to a series lead? And finally, a look at the competition. While the Knicks are making headlines, Jabari Smith Jr. showcased his skills with 15 points against the Knicks, highlighting the talent across the league. The Knicks are now heading back to New York with a renewed sense of hope and a chance to take the lead in the series. Don't miss a single moment of the action. Subscribe to our channel, hit that bell, and stay tuned for all the latest updates. The New York Knicks evened their first-round series against the Atlanta Hawks with a decisive 114-98 victory in Game 4, fueled by a pivotal defensive performance from Josh Hart. While his box score numbers weren't spectacular, Hart's impact was undeniable, acting as a Swiss Army knife for the Knicks, effectively guarding both Jalen Johnson and C.J. McCollum and rotating as needed. Coach Mike Brown praised Hart's quick feet, strength, and relentless ball pressure, highlighting its crucial role in holding the Hawks to just 41% shooting from the field and forcing 19 turnovers, converted into 21 points for the Knicks. Hart's defensive effort proved contagious, setting a physical tone and allowing teammates like OG Anunoby more time to rotate and make defensive reads. The Knicks limited the Hawks to just 7 fast break points, a significant improvement from previous games in the series. Jalen Brunson emphasized Hart's consistent competitiveness, while Brown credited the team's improved defensive commitment and execution in transition. The Knicks, playing with a sense of urgency, demonstrated a marked improvement on the defensive end, with Hart serving as the catalyst for their turnaround. The New York Knicks evened the first-round playoff series against the Atlanta Hawks with a dominant 114-98 victory on Saturday night, fueled by a rare and remarkable performance from Karl-Anthony Towns. Towns recorded his 5th career triple-double and first in the postseason, finishing with 20 points, 10 rebounds, and 10 assists. This puts him in exclusive company, joining Knicks legends Walt Frazier and Dick McGuire, as well as teammate Josh Hart, as the only players to achieve a postseason triple-double for the franchise. While typically known for his scoring and rebounding prowess, leading the league with 56 double-doubles this season, Towns showcased surprising playmaking ability, a departure from his regular season average of just 3 assists. Point guard Jalen Brunson, who averages 6.8 assists per game, acknowledged Towns' impact, stating he was the difference-maker in building the Knicks' commanding lead. OG Anunoby led the Knicks in scoring with 22 points, benefiting from 5 of Towns' assists. Towns himself emphasized the joy he derives from setting up his teammates, saying it's even more rewarding than scoring. With the series tied at 2 games apiece, the Knicks returned to Madison Square Garden on Tuesday night for a crucial Game 5. The New York Knicks delivered a dominant performance in Game 4 against the Atlanta Hawks, securing a convincing 16-point victory and shifting the momentum back in their favor. Karl-Anthony Towns led the charge with a brilliant triple-double, complemented by a smart, controlled game from Jalen Brunson and 22 points from OG Anunoby. The win ties the series at 2-2, sending it back to Madison Square Garden, where the Knicks now hold home court advantage. Historically, higher-seeded teams returning home with a 2-2 series record win Game 5 over 75% of the time, and the Knicks, as the higher seed, are poised to capitalize. While the Knicks stumbled in Games 2 and 3, losing by narrow margins due to late-game miscues, their decisive wins in Games 1 and 4 demonstrate their potential. The Hawks, meanwhile, are still integrating new pieces, with key players like CJ McCollum and Jonathan Kuminga still adjusting to their roles. Game 5 is critical. Historically, the winner of Game 5 in a 2-2 series advances approximately 83% of the time. Neither team has shown the ability to string together consecutive wins, making Game 5 the pivotal point of the series. For the Knicks, a postseason exit would likely signal the end of their current roster, adding significant pressure as they head back to New York for a crucial Tuesday night matchup. In NBA action, Jabari Smith Jr. delivered a 15-point performance against the New York Knicks. Highlights from the game, as captured in footage identified by the code TMEC-XCFY, have been released by Fathom Journal. This performance comes as Smith Jr. continues to develop his role within the team. Fathom Journal, a publication reaching over 9,000 global opinion formers through its weekly newsletter, is providing coverage of key NBA matchups and player performances. Further details regarding Smith Jr.'s contributions and the overall game outcome are expected to be released by Fathom Journal in their upcoming newsletter and online reports. Interested parties can subscribe to Fathom's weekly newsletter for continued coverage.